Alrighty, welcome to another Vintage Cube Supreme Draft. I've been having some fun with these, and I wanted to go broken once more. So the way this works, 18 boosters, 2 picks per booster, just solo draft. You just crack 18 packs in a row, take 2 cards out of each one, and try to make the most busted deck you can assemble. I'm definitely taking Lion's Eye Diamond, and I think, Underground Sea, but I'm going to take Bolas' Citadel and hope to find a Tinker, because I think that could be pretty sick. Another card I really like here is Displacer Kitten. I thought that card was very good in this format. So let's take Displacer Kitten and I guess Currency Converter just to have more artifacts for a potential Tinker. I don't really like any of these other cards too much. So hopefully we can get some cards that go with these. I definitely like Time Twister. I think Time Spiral is a little bit expensive, but I guess the next card I could take is like an Ether Spellbomb, and that's kind of weak too. So maybe I'll just take the 2 Twisters here. And, I do like Narset. Narset is a very good one. A little low on power still, but there's time. And then Talisman or Mishra's Bauble. I think I'd rather just take the 0. I don't think Talismans are very good in this format. There's Black Lotus. You'll love to see that. And I think I'm going to take the One Ring. I think the One Ring is pretty solid. It buys you a turn in a lot of cases and lets you go pretty hard. Here, I think I like Remand, and I could take Everflowing Chalice, but I don't really like the Mana Rocks. I guess Trinket Mage is just okay. Helm of Awakening is a possibility, but if you don't win the turn you cast Helm, it's pretty bad. I guess I'll try Trinket Mage, though I'm not thrilled about it. This pack is a bit weak as well. I do like Paradoxical Outcome. It sometimes does get there, and I think I'll take Dark Slick Shores. I like having a little bit of fixing. All right, there's a Mox. I like that. And what do I want aside Mox? I think Shelldock. I think Snapcaster is a bit slow. Shelldock, it comes into play tapped, but almost immediately is on. Just everyone's drawing all these cards and doing busted stuff. Oh, Mana Leak is great, so I'm going to take Mana Leak. And Flooded Strand is okay, so is Chromatic Star. I don't really like Imperial Seal. I think that's a little bit slow. And you basically shouldn't look at red or green or white cards very much in these drafts. You can occasionally take like a Fable of the Mirror Breaker, but for the most part, you just want all blue cards with maybe a black card or 2. Let's just take the Flooded Strand. I think having a little bit of fixing is okay. Oh, Academy is perfect. I don't even think Library is the way to go, but I guess... Oh, Shieldred. Shieldred's great. Shieldred is the kind of card, it's a little difficult to cast, but if you do, it stops your opponent from doing a lot of stuff too. And okay, I'm definitely taking Mox Sapphire and Force of Will. Force of Will is busted. I do like Wheel with Narset, but I have Twister and Spiral already. And Force of Will is such an important card when everyone's casting Draw 7s. All right, I'm going to end up with a somewhat counter magic heavy version of the deck, it looks like. And this time, I'm going to take Memory Lapse. And I think Lorien Revealed is a blue card that I can also cast, or Pitch is decent. There's also Dak Faden, but I'd rather not add another color if I can avoid it. Same with Fracture Identity, Source Pleshers. Yeah, we'll go with the Lorien Revealed. I do like Ancestral, and Duress is also pretty good. Let's take those. We might not be playing the Bolas' Citadel if we don't get a Tinker here. Here... Strip Mine is just okay. Workshop, this isn't, besides the One Ring, this isn't that much of a Workshop deck. I like Ponder, and I guess I could take Bloodstained Mire, though I know I've already passed Underground Sea. Haven't seen Watery Grave yet. There's also Baleful Strix, but I don't really think that's a very good card. Let's just take the Fetch Land here. All right, well, I like Force Negation, and I like the Mox. Passing up on a Counterspell, I think that's all right, too. Oh, we're getting to the end and no Tinker in sight, but that's okay. This will survive. Even without Tinker, I think this deck can do some good things, and I like Chromox. Vamp Tutor is okay. I don't love it. I might just take Subtlety. I think Subtlety is pretty good. Okay, one more pack here. I like Mox, and do I want Aetherflux Reservoir? No. I guess I'll take Polluted Delta. These fetch lands haven't really paid off. That's all right. Polluted Delta will be good at least. And last pick. Oh, there's the Tinker and there's a Mana Drain. Perfect. Okay. So this is our deck here. Basically, once I add 4 lands, I'll have effectively, if you count all the Mox in, and maybe don't even count Lotus, let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, basically I have 16 lands. Do I want... I think the Mire and the Flooded Strand are both fine, even though they don't actually fix anything. I'm going to put a swamp and 3 islands in, and that... I guess Bloodstained Mire with 1 swamp is too bad, and I would rather just have another island anyway. So for black sources, I have Dark Slick Shores, Polluted Delta Swamp is 3, Jet is 4, and then Lotus and Chrome Mox doesn't really count, and blue sources 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do have a lot of blue sources. Looks like Underground Sea would have been a good pick, but I guess I would have had to give up Bolas' Citadel, which I think is going to be pretty good here too. Okay, so that is what we're doing here. And is there any other cuts or changes I want to make? I could add another land. Don't think I need to do that. All right, let's try how this goes. I suppose I could play another black source, but I kind of feel like I'll Lotus or Citadel Shieldred into play and otherwise not worry about it too much. All right, well, this is a nice opener. We've got an Ancestral and a Time Twister, as well as a Mana Drain here. I can't turn 1 Twister, but I can still turn 1 Ancestral. The one thing that this deck never saw any of is Orcish Bowmasters or Hull Breacher, and those are both 2 of the best cards in the format, so it might be a little tricky. Let's go Mox and play the Currency Converter. Was actually a pretty nice little draw. And then I'll play the Lion's Eye Diamond. I generally think you should play your artifacts on turn 1 in this format just because it's so often that they cast a Wheel of Fortune or a Time Twister or something. Oh, they had the Bowmasters, yeah. Ancestral and Bowmasters resolves. They tried to snipe me here, but they couldn't resist spending the mana. Okay, so turn 2... I mean, they're not... If they don't have a Time Twister here, I'm not... Which they don't because they're attacking first. I'm not taking that much damage. Oh, they don't even have a land? Okay. Yeah, let's Duress them and I still have Memory Lapse up. That seems pretty good. Duress you, see what's up. See if they have a counterspell or whatnot. That's it? They're done? Okay, well. Good to know. All right, that was game 1. All right, time for game 2. I don't really like this hand very much. First of all, it's got Citadel in it. It does have Subtlety, which is nice, and Narset is also very good, but I really don't like having A, a Citadel, and B, kind of a slow hand. So I think I'm going to go ahead and mulligan this. Yeah, this is a lot better. I'll put a 1 ring on the bottom. The reason I'm putting 1 ring on the bottom is I'm hoping to turn 1 Twister. Uh-oh. Turn 1 Academy is tough. Don't love the Twister that much. Ooh, into Time Walk? Wow, how do they have all these busted cards? Oh, Time Walk is one I never saw. Time Walk is a good one. Time Walk's like one of the best. Okay. Turn 2 the 1 ring. Okay. Well, this makes my Time Twister a lot less enticing, though. Them tapping the 1 ring to draw first. Classic mistake. You know, that Force of Negation would have been really good just a second ago. All right, well, I'm just going to Time Twister and probably lose, but cast Time Twister anyway. Whoop. Let's see what we can get. Or are they going to force it? No, they did not. Ooh. Not a great hand. My hand next turn is cast, hard cast Lorien Revealed, I guess. Yeah, that's something. If I can find a Tinker Citadel could win me the game relatively quickly here. And let's see. Though, I'm kind of wondering, do I have an actual win condition? I guess I have Shieldred. Shieldred plus draw 7s. Okay, there we go. For a second, I was like, how am I actually closing? Because they just conceded. But I think Shieldred plus... Once I get into a Citadel or Displacer Kitten sort of scenario where I'm just drawing a ton of cards and draw my whole deck, then I can assemble Shieldred plus Time Spiral or Shieldred plus whatever. Ooh, Strip Mine my island. That is something I guess I'm glad that happened because it's much better than them Strip Mining Academy. But I don't really have a good play. And they have at least 5 mana. They're just not doing anything? That's bizarre. Okay. They have 5 mana, 7 cards in hand. They didn't even tap their 1 ring. Shieldred, huh? Let's play the Academy. Let's duress to see what's up. And then I can play Shieldred next turn, which actually does fight the One Ring pretty well. I'm hoping that, I don't really see how this could not go badly for me, but we'll see. They have counter magic here. Mana Leak. Okay. Pay the 3. Interesting. And there's no reason to tap the ring now, so probably just letting duress happen here. I'm glad I played the Tolarian Academy. They're hit Minsk and Boo? Huh? Shinobi, Bowmasters? I guess I have to take Minsk and Boo. Okay, and they didn't use the One Ring in a turn? What is going on over here? All right. Well, now they used it, and then they're going to play their Badlands. I mean, Shieldred's going to be good here. I'm going to be able to... If I draw another Mox, I can play Shieldred and have Remand up still. And Remand is very good against Fallen Shinobi because you can't Remand the Shinobi, but when the Ninja Shinobi hit you, you can Remand one of your spells back to your hand, which is pretty nice. And they're not running out the Bowmasters right away, huh? All right, well, I'm going to play Shieldred because I don't really have a play otherwise. I could have just passed with Remand up, but that seems so much weaker, and Shieldred really makes it so this One Ring is a lot more punishing. So they're going to play Bowmasters. They can attack with both to get me to get the Fallen Shinobi through. But I would get to block the Bowmasters, which is nice. They go to 14. They go to 12. If they tap the ring, they go to 6. That's pretty good, especially with Ancient Tomb in play and the One Ring leeching their life. Also, the Shieldred can attack them. They might be in a bit of trouble here. I don't know. It feels like we should have lost this game really badly. Is this a Swords to Plowshares? If that's the case, then yeah, things aren't going great anymore. Oh no, that's a Mana Vault. I mean, they have a lot of mana. All right. I'll block Bowmasters. I don't even know what they can hit with Shinobi. I mean, I'm sure there's some things that are good, but I feel like this is probably not going to be that bad for me. We'll find out in a second, I guess. All right. Fallen Shinobi lands and hits Trinket Mage and Subtlety. Sure. That really is not the end of the world. And next turn, I'm going to have Remand plus Mana Leak up. Though those counters in particular are a lot weaker than something like Memory Lapse or Mana Drain, given what my opponent's doing. All right. Trinket Mage. Obviously, I can get like a Lotus or something. Nothing? They have more Moxes than just those two. I don't really know what's going on here. I'm not going to cycle Lorien Revealed, but I'm probably also not going to cast it this turn because the Fallen Shinobi is coming in again. They did hit enough creatures to block Shieldred, which is unfortunate. I don't have very many creatures in my deck. Okay, Misty Rainforest. They're going to 10, then they're going to 8. Oh. Golos? Okay. So now they're going to 10. Ring on their upkeep, they're going to go to 8, and then they're going to go to 6. Currently, they have blue, red, black, white, so they just need green, which they clearly have because they have Minsk and Boo in their deck, but they also need another source of red or black, since the Badlands can't provide both. All right, and Xander's Lounge. Let's draw. Ooh, Ponder. Yeah. What do I want to do here? The counters in my hand don't really seem to do that much, but I'm going to ponder like this because I don't want to tap Academy yet until after I've gotten more mana. Ancestral Recall? Oh, I do like that. All right. No. I'm not going to shuffle. I'm going to gain 2. And then I think I'm just going to Ancestral them. And this puts them down to 4. And then they go to 2 from the One Ring. Then they go to 2 from Shieldred. I think it's better to do it now when they can't have counter magic up. And then if they answer Shieldred, they answer Shieldred, and so it goes. And if they have Force of Will, then I could Mana Leak or Remand it. Okay, that's all I got. I'm Shieldred or bust here. They can't tap their One Ring. They're going to lose 2 off the One Ring. I'm also at 17, so it's not like I'm just dead. Obviously, if they answer Shieldred, I'm pretty much dead. Their Mana Vault is also going to ping them, but that doesn't actually change much that's going on here. They might want to untap it anyway, but I don't think it does too much. All right, so they don't untap the Mana Vault. They go to 2 off the One Ring, and then Shieldred, and I think that looks like it. I mean, they can go to they can't even crack Misty and go to 1 because they didn't untap the Mana Vault, so they can't even really use Golos. And boom, we kind of stole that one, got to admit. All right, let's get to round 2. All right, I'm on the play. Very good. Yeah, I will keep this hand. I really wish I had one more 0-drop because then I'd have turn 1 mana drain up. But I think this is still on the play a keeper. On the draw, I would consider not keeping, but drain into the One Ring is a pretty nice little sequence. Do I lead with Academy or Darkslick Shores? I kind of feel like I lead with Darkslick Shores. It's tricky. Is it more likely they have Wasteland or Strip Mine or a Time Twister, Wheel of Fortune, or Echo Vions? Actually, you know what? I think it's more likely they have a Draw 7 than a Wasteland. And if they Wasteland my Academy, then that's fine too. Academy LED. Wooded Foothills. Okay. Probe. Well, that certainly makes my mana drain worse. I will say that. But if they don't have a play on turn 1, then that's fine. I'm also with an Academy in play. Every artifact I draw, or like every Mox, is like 2 mana. So I'm going to be able to cast the One Ring with drain up relatively soon here. If I can draw a couple Moxes. Oh, there's one. I think I might just play the One Ring now. They get 1 turn to do something, and with the One Ring out, I feel pretty protected. If they have a counterspell or something, then that's a little unfortunate, but what can you do? Okay. Nope, they got a Raugrin Triumph. All right, and I'm not going to tap it now. Actually, I think Hull Breacher is too much of a punish if I don't tap it now, so let's just tap it now. And now I have One Ring with Academy going, so this is gonna get out of control very quickly. My opponent's got to have a pretty good play this turn in order to not get just buried by One Ring plus Academy, because One Ring gives you cards, Academy gives you mana. I end up with tons of cards, tons of mana, and usually can convert that into a win of some sort. Bloodstained Mire, okay. Into Taiga. Huh. And do you have a good finish here? Like a Pest Infestation on my Mox? Sure. That's really not going to do too much. It does cut down a couple mana. Ooh, Lotus. I do like that. Okay, so I have a lot of mana. Let's go Ponder, Bolas's Citadel, Time Spiral. I'm at 19. All right, let's just go for the gusto. Put Citadel on top, play Lotus, tap this for 3, sack this for black, play Citadel, and I think I'll just play the Time Spiral, untapping these 2. I don't want to play a land because I have Bolas's Citadel out, so I'd rather just play the land off the Citadel. Land, Mox. Ooh, Force of Will on top is really nice. So let's go Duress. See what they're up to. Hull Breacher, Sapphire, Teferi. Okay, well, I'm going to take Teferi. And I don't think I need to play anything else. I'll just get attacked for 2 here. Oh, actually, I can cast Narset and still have Mana Leak up. All right, I'll cast Narset. Now, I won't use it because, well, actually, no, I should just use it. I'll take the Force of Will, or no, I'll just take Black Lotus. Oh, I can just win now. All right. I'm glad I kept going. Kitten. Let's go Lotus. Untapping the One Ring. And tap to draw Chrome Mox. I guess it's actually better just to do Narset. And then I'm going to put Lorien Revealed under the Chrome Mox. And then I'm going to Narset here. Force Negation, Mana Drain, Remand. I guess Mana Drain's probably good. Oh, and then I hit a Mox. Mox. Flicker Narset. Top card isn't anything. Minus. Now there's my Shieldred that I want at some point here for sure. I'll take the Ponder for now. Oh, there's Time Twister. Yeah. And Time Twister. Flicker Narset. I'm going to 6 here, but they're going to draw down to 0 cards. And then I'm at 6. Let's just go Narset. I just need to... Here, I'll pick up a Force of Negation. Ooh, a Currency Converter. Now I can start generating mana if I want. Let's go Currency Converter down to 5. I'll flicker Narset again, though. At some point, I might want to flicker the One Ring as well, so I don't take any damage off it. Narset. Pick up Mana Drain. No, I don't really need Mana Drain. I'll just take the Ponder. The Tinker isn't too necessary. So let's go Bauble. Flicker the One Ring. Bauble. And I still have Ponder in hand. All right, I'll cast Ponder. Flicker the Narset. I'm basically just looking for Shieldred at this point. Any order, shuffle. And minus Narset. Hit Mox. Okay, my top card's a Paradoxical Outcome. I've already used Time Twister and Time Spiral, so I guess I have to worry about getting decked. Minorly. Not really, but how many permanents do I have? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I'm just going to pass the turn. Discard. A Duress. Delta. And then Currency Converter to make a 2/2 out of that. I mean, when I've drawn a million cards and they put them to 0 cards, it's just not that hard to figure out a way to win the game. Subtlety attacking them twice plus using Bolus's Citadel will do the trick. All right, Shelldock is cool, but I've got a bunch of counters. The only thing Shelldock could do, which is funny, is they could Shelldock into Emrakul, technically. So, though I guess Subtlety does protect against that. Okay. So it's possible that I do want to chill on the Subtlety then. Yeah, that's probably fine. I can just win with these Currency Converter tokens. Just Subtlety countering Emrakul. They get another turn, but that doesn't matter because they don't have anything in play. Attacking with the Pests, that's not a very good play, but I don't think it matters too much. I'm going to convert a Duress into a Rogue. Block both. And then we have a 2-turn win here, but... Oh, actually, I guess I just had the win with not blocking both and casting Subtlety and attacking. No, whatever. Just draw for my turn. Don't lose any life off the One Ring. You have a Mana Leak on top. All right. Let's just attack for 4 here and pass the turn. Play a land, I guess. And don't really need to do anything else. I got a Mana Leak on top. I got a Narset. They're probably not Shelldocking into Emrakul, but we will see what they are Shelldocking into. It'd be funny if it was. Shelldock Isle into Chandra, Torch of Defiance. Let's remand that. Flicker my Mox, whatever. Okay. Up a game here. And right back in. Alright, time for game 2. This hand is all mana sources plus a PO, which isn't even the best PO in this deck. I think I'll mulligan this. This hand's fine, though. I think I can put the LED back. It's like, looks like the weakest card here. The one thing about LED, which is nice, I guess, is like if I cast a Time Spiral, sacking LED in response is kind of nice. But if you're casting Time Spiral, you usually have plenty of mana. I guess putting LED back... Maybe I should put Time Spiral back in case I draw Academy, actually. Nah, I'll put the LED back still. Opponent also mulled to 6 here. And hopefully I can fire off this Ponder before Hull Breacher hits the board. Strip Mine. Okay. Strip Mine, Mox, go. Nope, Strip Mine, Mox, Mox. What do you have for 3, those mana? Oh, a Talisman. Okay. Yeah, they're going pretty hard here. I'm going to go Dark Slick Shores and Ponder. This is such a good Ponder, but given the Strip Mine, I really don't think I can keep it. Oh man, this is brutal. I guess keeping the first hand would have been the best. Hopefully they don't Strip Mine here. It seems a little unlikely, but maybe they need to tap it for mana. Broadside Bombardiers. All right, I will subtlety that, exiling Time Spiral. Broadside Bombardiers is not generally a card I would want to play in this format. Hopefully they don't strip mine because of the Academy, and then I can go land Time Twister. Because they currently only have, I mean, I don't love Time Twistering when they have 2 cards in hand, but my hand is pretty bad, so if I draw a land, I definitely will. Though I think there's a decent chance they strip mine me here. Yeah, they should. All right. Draw. Narset pass. I mean, I'm pretty dead here. Just because my hand is like very far away from doing anything. I guess Bombardiers isn't like the fastest clock unless they just start throwing talismans at me, which I guess they're not ready to do. All right. Well, Mana Leak's not going to do it either. I guess I'll go to 16. See, they don't have a play. Mana Drain. All right. I'll go to 14. And if they draw, I mean, they can cast a lot of things with this mana. I guess they have like a Teferi in their deck and stuff they can't cast. There's Lion's Eye. That doesn't probably change too much right now. They might want to throw Lion's Eye for 2 damage. I don't know. They're getting close to where starting to throw stuff would actually be good. Okay. Well, Lorien revealed, at least I get to cycle it. Let's just play an island. Okay. That's a start. If they have no plays again, does Taiga let them play something? They already had, they didn't have green mana. No, they didn't have, no, they had red and green mana already, so yeah, it would appear not. All right. Bolus's Citadel. All right. I mean, they should, now they should actually start throwing, like, they throw LED to deal 2, put me to 10, 8 after attacking, and then they attack and throw Talisman next turn. That's one way they could go about it. I don't really know what I could draw to get out of this. I mean, I guess if I draw Lotus or something, I could cast Shieldred, or I could cast the One Ring. But they should just throw this Lion's Eye at me, I think. Because that puts me dead next turn to attack, throw Talisman. And it's not like the Lion's Eye is doing much for them. Strip Mine got me pretty good this game. Ponder. Yeah, Ponder's fine. Let's see. If I Lotus, I could just fire off Time Twister and hope things go well. That sounds kind of bad. Maybe the One Ring would be better in that spot. Okay, let's see what they got. Presumably, they'll do something here. Probe. All right. That's fine. I'm not going to win the game. No reason to show them more cards. Okay. Yeah. I'm ready to roll. All right. I am on the play. And this hand I will actually keep. It's not the best hand, but it has Force of Negation up if I need it. And it has turn 2 Force of Negation hardcast and Paradoxical Outcome plus Academy, so any 0 drops I draw will go well. Oh, and very good against Strip Mine. That's why I led with Island. Okay. Now if I draw another 0, I can play Academy here. Oh, baby. Oh, I can actually even play Academy and have Paradoxical Outcome up. If I want to cast it, I don't really want to fire it off here. I would like to get one more, but maybe, I mean, if they just play like a tap land or something, Mountain into Mox. I'm actually going to Force of Negation their Mox. I feel like there's a decent chance that they're not going to play anything else this turn if I do that, and then I can untap and cast Paradoxical Outcome. Hopefully draw a 0. Oh, baby. All right, Chrome Mox. Tap, tap, tap. Outcome, those 3. Hopefully this works. Okay. No, I don't want to exile. I'll play Bauble. I haven't played a land yet. I'm going to Bauble myself to see if I want to crack this Flooded Strand or not. Currency Converter. I have enough mana that I guess Currency Converter is probably pretty good. Mox, Mox. land, and I guess just pass and draw currency converter. I feel like with Academy out, converter will get me some good action. I feel pretty good about the force of negation on that Mox Sapphire too, by the way. If it stopped them from playing a card that turn, and maybe now they can play a card, I think that would be still pretty good. Okay, no reason to crack Strand yet, I don't think. Should have cracked Strand. Let's play currency converter. Let's just pass the turn. I mean, my deck's got a lot of counter magic for Supreme Draft. Like, I don't usually have force, mana drain, mana leak, memory lapse, remand, subtlety. It just kind of has it all. So currency converter plays kind of nicely into that game plan. And I have a handful of lands, so draw. If they're going to try to hull breacher me in response, that's also acceptable. I think I'd rather just make treasures. I don't really need to make 2/2s right now. Shelldock's kind of nice. Let's play Shelldock. Let's put something good under it. One Ring, Narset, or Duress. Well, it's not Duress. I kind of actually think it's Narset. Narset's going to draw me some nice cards. And I'll be able to play it next turn. I'll play the Mox, actually. And I'll just wait on the converter. I don't really need to go for things now. They're going to go get their Raugrin Triumph, I'm assuming. And then next turn, the thing is, once I have Narset in play, it makes all the draw 7s out of my deck game over, and it makes theirs into blanks. I don't think I need the One Ring, because Narset also draws me 104, then 104. So Ring draws me the top 3. Oh, countering the Mox looks even better now they have Academy. Let's see. What is this? Chandra, Torch of Defiance. Let's draw. Oh, Tinker. Okay. Let's put another swamp under there. Do I care about Chandra? I kind of feel like I don't. Chandra's just not that powerful. What are you going to do with this Chandra? Exile the top card. It's a Teferi Time Raveler. I take 2. Okay. I take like a little bit of damage, I guess, but it doesn't seem very, very relevant. Oh. I think Tinker's Citadel's still probably better than doing anything else right now. Here, hold on. Let's play the Chrome Mox because I can not imprint anything. Let's tap the currency converter to make a treasure. I'll put a swamp back. Tap Academy. Sack the Chrome Mox. I'm at 18 life here. Just get Bolus's Citadel. Top card is a Subtlety. Sure, I'll go to 14. And Subtlety for nothing. I mean, I guess I wish I'd Memory Lapse Chandra now, but I don't know. Let's cast Narset. And then just go to 11 and cast Time Twister here. And then their hand gets completely wiped. I mean, keeping Memory Lapse for Force of Will had to have been worth it, though. They actually should sack Lion's Eye for blue or black in response, I think. In case they draw... Oh, I guess they're not drawing any... They're drawing 1 card. Yeah, they could draw Hull Breacher. Okay, well, I think we're going to be fine here. Let's Duress. Take their Talisman. Lotus. Sack it for black. Shieldred. And I have a bunch of counters in my hand. Sure, I can Narset. Time Spiral. And there's a Force of Will on top. All right, let's just pass the turn here with Force of Negation, Remand, Force of Will up. They have a Chandra plus 1 card. They're going to have 1 card in hand. And then I'll just win the game by attacking with Shieldred and Subtlety. I can't actually kill them with Shieldred Time Spiral because of Narset, funnily enough. I guess actually, I don't think I had quite enough mana because it takes a lot. Paradoxical Outcome, bounce the Narset so I can then Time Spiral. But I will give it a little wait here and then get on to the next round. Soon enough. Currency converter. Sure, that doesn't actually do anything. And then they're going to Chandra. They could kill Subtlety. They could plus an Exile. I mean, they kind of have to just Chandra plus Exile their top card and hope it's something great, right? It's a Mountain. That's not going to do it. Next turn, I think I'm actually just going to PO the Narset. Or actually, how many permanents do I have? 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I could just attack and then Bolus the Citadel. So this game is 100% over, and looks like that'll be it. All right, on to the next. All right, on the draw. This hand is borderline. It's funny that the hands that you need to look at in these formats are just crazy. Converter's good in this deck. I think I'm gonna try to mull once. Yeah, this I actually like quite a bit more. I'll put a Displacer Kitten back. And here I have Force plus Mana Leak. I have Bobble to draw an extra card. Ancestral Recall. I guess I'll force that. Pitching Trinket Mage. I think forcing Ancestral is worth it here. And they got follow-up? Wow. Mana Vault, okay. Mulling and then forcing is not like an ideal scenario, but all right. Land, Mox, Bobble. And now I have 2 more counters up. Yeah, this looks okay. I mean, memory lapsing an expensive card when they mana vault it out is pretty sick. So I don't love Probe because Probe shows them the 2 counters, so they're not going to do that. Let's see. So far, both of my opponents have played a bunch of cards that I don't think are really up to snuff in this format. Yeah, this one is about the same. I guess I'll memory lapse it. Don't really. I guess I should have bobbled first because now it's now I know they're drawing broadside bombardiers. All right, let's draw. Any action? Oh yeah, that's bad. Okay. Drawing 2 uncastables there is pretty rough. Sacred Foundry into Karn. And their 1 card is Broadside Bombardiers. Sure, I'll Subtlety the Karn. It's not really doing much for me. Probe got me kind of good there. Though there is a chance that they would have played around Mana Leak just naturally anyway. I guess I'm hoping to draw Ancestral into Lotus Time Twister here. That's all. Or Lotus to just play Shieldred would also be okay. I'll play the Mox, sure. Now I can at least draw Ancestral, but I don't really feel great about this. What? They didn't cast Bombardiers off Mana Vault? That is just crazy play. Okay. All right, I'm still dead, but that was wild. All right. Do I want to cut Paradoxical Outcome? I don't think so. The only thing I was thinking was whether I'd rather have an extra land over PO, but I don't think that's the case. All right. I'd like to play first. Oh, this is a hand. Turn 1, Shelldock, Mox, Currency Converter, Bobble. Turn 2, Tinker. Probably just sack the Bobble and get a Bolus of Citadel, and that could be a turn 2 dub here. Let's see, I'll put, I guess, a Mana Leak under that because I don't really have a choice. They mold to 6, by the way. All right, Bobble. Pass the turn. I think I'd rather sack Bobble than Converter. Don't think I need the Bobble too much here. Okay. It's also a pretty good hand. Let's hope they don't have counter magic, but if they do, they do. If they do, then I have a 1-ring follow-up. Okay, they did not. Bolus' Citadel into Remand, which is actually kind of funny because it looks like there's a land on top, but I'm actually going to get to Remand off the top whatever they play this turn. Well, not going to Remand a Mox Opal. Remand the Karn. All right, Mana Drain, Remand. Oh, and they didn't go to their second main phase. Classic mistake with Mana Drain. Now they're burning their 2 mana. I don't really care too much that they Karned here. That is unlikely to matter. All right, well, Force of Will is an annoying card to see because it stops Citadel, but I can play 1 ring, give myself protection. So I'm not going to take a hit off the Karn thing. Draw. Ooh, there we go. Ponder. And yeah, so I can go Mox, Mox, land, no shuffle, play the Mox, play the Mox. Now I can currency converter here too. I think I'd rather do that than duress. Okay, and then now I could time twister, but I don't really think that it makes sense to time twister given the scenario. They have one card in their hand. I think I would rather not do that. Okay, yeah, you can have a mountain. An ancestral, sure. I could have duressed, but with only one card, I wasn't feeling the pressure to do that, though. Now that they have ancestral, I probably will. Lelia. So this is kind of like red-blue tempo of sorts. I'm not sure. They hit Mox Jet. Lelia is kind of nice in this format. A lot of zeros to hit. Then I'm going to draw Time Twister here. Yeah, I mean, this feels like it's going to be pretty good. Let's see. Paradoxical Outcome. I'm at 16. Let's go. Tap the currency converter. Put a treasure in. Tap these for mana. I don't think I want to bounce the One Ring. I'm going to draw plenty of cards. Take 4 damage. What am I looking for here? I guess I'm going to tap the One Ring because I want to play Academy as my land here, if I can. Let's cycle Lorien Revealed. Get an island. Oh, Shieldred, there we go. Let's duress first. Ragavan and 2 lands, okay. Shieldred going down to 8. And then now I assume I can just play, yeah, I can just cast a time twister and that'll end the game. Because I have Bolas' Citadel and I think I have 10 permanents now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so now I can just go. I guess I don't even need to play my land first. Just time twister. And then put all these on the stack. Okay. And then once all these are on the stack, then all those go on the stack, and then I can just yield to all of them. And I redrew I redrew plenty of action here. I can ancestral them to death at instant speed at any point here. And I can also Bolas' Citadel them to death. So I guess I'll just pass the turn. I'm at 22 also. So it's not like they're going to get me. See if they have any plays end of turn. A braid. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, is there one more? Oh, hold on. In that case, I'm going to ancestral you first. Because I don't want to sack the Shieldred. Okay, well that worked then. All right, that worked out. Let's see if we can get one more for the trophy here. All right, and in the finals, game 3, gonna have to mulligan this. Okay. I will keep this hand and put Chrome Mox back. And hope I don't have to use Force on turn 1. Mountain go? No. All right, Mana Vault's fine. That was a Karn. Trinket Mage. Yeah, I'll force the Trinket Mage. That's fine. It's going to go get Soul Ring or something like that. And then I get to go turn 1 Converter and Duress. Let's hope Duress hits here. 4th Eorlingus and Miscalculation. Huh. That's interesting. So I think I'm just going to take the 4th Eorlingus because I can play Converter and I can just play around Miscalculation. Also, they're not going to have the patience. They're going to cycle that thing soon enough. The problem is if I take Miscalc and they just draw a white source and they just go 4th Eorlingus attack for 2, become the Monarch, it's just so bad for me. Whereas now with a currency converter, you know, the world is my oyster. Let's draw. Oh, look at that. Draw Shelldock. Convert a treasure. Play a Shelldock here. Something juicy, a little time spiral. Oh, Bolsa, Citadel, Tinker, Subtlety. I mean, I guess I just put the Citadel under the Shell Dock. All right, that was pretty good. And they get to cycle Miscalc. I knew it. All right. Hopefully they don't draw some like a Fable or Ragavan or Lele, like one of those good red creatures this turn. Inti. No, that's a lot worse. I'm not that worried about Inti. I think I'm going to Time Twister here. We both have not very many cards, but I have a Bolsa Citadel under the thing, so I think it makes sense. Oh, and then I found Duress. I think Duress is fine here. Their hand is Black Lotus, Miscalculation, Retrofitter. They have Gut. All right, well, I'm going to take Black Lotus. And, oh, right, Inti exiles Paradoxical Outcome. Sure. So this is like a red aggro, broken blue stuff like combo, which is reasonable. So what are they going to play here? Depends, I guess, if they want Ragavan. Unfortunately, I can't tinker it for Citadel anymore, but I do have Ancestral to get me to 20 cards, and then I can Citadel from there. So they're going to go Ragavan and leave up Miscalculation. Is that the joke? I think so. Okay, and they're going to discard probably like a Lelia or something. Gut, huh? I think Gut's actually better than Lelia here, but whatever. They hit Dismember. That doesn't do anything. All right, I take 5. Let's hope Ragavan doesn't hit anything too good. Lion's Eye Diamond. Nah, that's fine. And then they have Miscalculation up. Let's see what I'm going to do. Presumably they're passing the turn here. Maybe they can play Retrofitter because... Oh, Ancestral. They drew that, huh? Good draw. All right, well, they have a Miscalculation in their hand. I guess that's the main thing to be concerned with. Okay. I'm just going to make a treasure here. So I draw. Oh, Displacer Kit. Does that do much for me? Not tons. But what I can do is I can Trinket Mage for Lotus. I think I'm going to try this. I'm going to crack the Strand, cast Trinket Mage, get Black Lotus, play Lotus. I'm going to sack this for blue, and I'm going to Shell Dock Isle. All right, and then I'm going to Shell Dock and see how this works. I mean, it's going to be close. They've done a little bit of damage. Oh, Bobble's nice. PO is nice too. Okay. So let's hold down Control and go PO on Bobble, Mox, Converter, Mox, Trinket Mage too. I don't really care. Oh, sadly, I had already played a land. And I don't have Time Walk, but that's okay. Oh, that's a Shieldred? Okay, there we go. We hit pretty nicely the mana lottery here. Go to 5, cast Shieldred. And the Dow, I guess I've already used Time Twister. So I can go to 1 and cast the One Ring. I have 6 mana, so I could... in theory, cast Time Spiral. They would Miscalculation it. So that doesn't help. Yeah, I guess I'll go to 1. Cast the One Ring. Okay. Tap it to draw. Gain 2 life. Go to 3. Ooh, nice. Shieldred. All right. Or Mock Sapphire. Oh, and there's Force of Will off the top. So... oh, I can just Ancestral and I'll still have enough. All right, Ancestral. Oh, I can't Ancestral myself because of the One Ring. Right, okay. Let's see. Is there a different way to do this? Because I can play Force of Will. The problem with playing Force of Will off the top is I don't have 5 life. If I Converter and draw, that doesn't do much for me. I don't think Displacer Kitten does too much. I mean, I have protection for everything, and I have a bunch of counter spells. So maybe I just pass the turn here and don't try to rush it. All right, I'll play Currency Converter then. And I guess I'll play Trinket Mage, but I will not search. That doesn't seem like Trinket Mage does anything for me. I think I'd rather just discard, actually. All right, I'm just going to discard. I have a bunch of counter spells up. It would be pretty hard for them to kill me, I feel like. Island, Dark Slick Shores, Trinket Mage, Tinker. Could all go. Don't want to discard Academy. I guess I could discard Mana Leak or maybe Mana Drain. Yeah, actually discard. Funnily enough, but I think discarding Mana Drain is good here. The reason is I can cast Mana Leak and Memory Lapse with the mana I have, but I can't cast Mana Drain and all those. Yeah, and then now, what are they going to do? I mean, they have a bunch of new cards in hand, but I have a ton of counter spells up because I can cast Memory Lapse, I can cast Mana Leak. I can also potentially cast Force of Will and or Subtlety. Like they have to have like a Storm card or something, because a Converter can make another treasure, which means I can Ancestral myself and cast Force of Will. Yeah, Lilia's fine too. I gotta watch out for like Stomp from Bone Crusher Giant, because that'll stop the One Ring protection. Cycle Oliphant. Exile Island. All right. Yeah, so far I've been really confident in my strategy of just take all the busted blue cards and mana and then not try to cast any like cards like into your gut. Like I think those are kind of a fool's errand. You're just not going to kill fast enough. I'm not even going to block, I don't think. No reason to open Shieldred up to a burn spell of some kind. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess I could also go for the win at instant speed with Ancestral into Bolas' Citadel then, which is funny. Okay. And then they're just going to pass the turn. Sure, I'll make a treasure. It's like super unnecessary because now this is just extremely game over. Gain 2 life. Academy. Moxjet. Yeah, they have figured it out. And boom, that's another trophy with Supreme Draft. All right, that'll probably do it for me for Supreme Drafts. You know, if you want to see more, for sure, let me know. But I think you kind of got the joke already between this and the last one. You just draft as many Moxes, Academy, draw 7s, stuff like Tinker Citadel that can just win in an instant, Outcome, Kitten, that sort of thing. And then Force of Will, Mana Drain, Memory Lapse, all that stuff. So Supreme Draft is some wacky busted fun. It's a little bit like having like an ice cream sundae for dinner. Fun the first time. The third day, it's like I should actually have dinner. So it'll be back to normal cube drafts and potentially some other stuff in the mix. We'll see. As always, I appreciate you watching, whether I'm trying to break the format or not. And of course, there will be a new draft up tomorrow for your viewing pleasure. I hope to see you then. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel and you won't miss a single draft.